was entitled Why Climate Change is a Health Issue, should be a health issue in this election. And it's very short and very simple and well worth reading. And it sort of moves beyond the quibbling about the carbon price and so on, and talks about how really serious it is. And it concludes, the concluding sentence is, you know, we've got a planet to manage. And the Greens are the only party that think beyond, not just the next election or the next couple, that think about the long-term future and think beyond our own borders and actually think about what's good for the planet, let alone Australia. So, and I think the time to do something, the time to take a stand is now. We can't just sort of sit and hope. And so that's what gets me out of bed every morning. So, thanks. But I'm just going to extend a couple of things. That article in The Conversation, I learned something I hadn't realised, but during that heat wave, the Adelaide morgue had to hire freezer vans. That's how serious it was. The other point I'd like to extend is that just over 100 years ago, we had open sewage running down the streets of the CBD of Melbourne. That was, so your poo just went down the road. And we had lots of typhoid and so on. And so the great public health achievements of the early part of the 20th century was building sewers. And engineers probably saved as many or more lives than doctors did. And the new public health, I think, is a different kind of sewage, I suppose, which is the intense promotion of unhealthy lifestyles to us and our kids. And the new public health is cleaning that up. And we've pretty much won the battle with cigarette advertising. I note the irony of saying this in a bar, but it's one thing to do stuff, it's another thing to jam it down your throat and your kids' throats every hour of the day and night, whether it's promotion of alcohol, promotion of skimpy clothing to prepubescent girls, promotion of super fast cars to pubescent boys, and so on. And that's the sort of stuff that, not just for the health of us, but for the health of the planet, that we've got to